We are on day 22 of our A to Z Declutter Challenge, where we are decluttering something every day for 26 days following the alphabet. We've covered a lot of ground so far, and while yesterday's video of decluttering under the kitchen sink was what I was dreading the most, today's letter V, I think I've been looking forward to the most. The contents in this tote have followed us through moves, closets, and seasons of life for about 30 years. And inside it is our family history. Also, a lot of stuff I no longer need to be the keeper of. I did this project over a couple of days, and I started by going through every form of media we had and separating them. I first tackled what I felt would be an easy win. We had 5 photo CDs from 20 plus years ago, from back when we burned pictures onto disc. I was able to recover most of those photos and move them into a family photo folder on my computer. Once I knew they were safe, the CDs went straight into the trash. No guilt, just relief. While the pictures were downloading, I started going through the videotapes one by one. The videos come in all sizes because, like many families, our cameras changed over the years. They hold birthdays, holidays, kids growing up, and family moments that I'm really grateful we recorded. But they've also been sitting in this tote, untouched, for decades. I ended up throwing away about half of them. About 10 years ago, I bought the equipment to digitize the tapes myself, and I got through about half of them. I still have that digital footage, but for some reason I also kept the tapes, so I let go of that clutter. Then there were several tapes, like a work banquet from 40 years ago, that I knew I would never watch again, and was also okay with letting those go. Knowing I wanted to declutter my videotapes for letter V, a few weeks ago I ordered a prepaid shipping box from Imemories. They send all the packing materials and a prepaid label, and all you have to do is put in the videos or whatever you're wanting to digitize, and they do all the work from there. I am a brand new YouTube channel, and I'm definitely not being sponsored by Imemories, but we have used them in the past. My mother had all her footage digitized last year by Imemories. I also did this for my boss. For him, I had Imemories digitize 6 decades of his videos, slides, and films. They did a great job with both of those projects. So I had about 25 tapes I needed to send to Imemories, and I packed up the box. It is not crazy expensive to do this if you get a hold of a 50% coupon, which they usually send in your prepaid box. I think most videos are about $15 with the coupon. Even though I have the equipment to do this, it's a lot of work, and wires, and waiting for files to load. I don't have the time or patience for this at this point in my life. We also had about 30 small VCR camcorder discs, which we also still have the camcorder for. I wanted to view the footage on these discs before sending them to Imemories. I was pretty sure some of them were blank and others hold piano recitals that we may not want to spend the money digitizing, because I know my kids will never want to relive those recitals. The only problem was I had everything with the camera, including the original software and manual, but I did not have the power cord or battery charger. This summer we worked on decluttering our garage, and we threw away a whole box of mystery cords and chargers that have followed us for years. I am pretty sure the power cord was in that box. I could not get my DVD player and writer to read them for me. I tried to track down a power cord that would connect to the camcorder locally on my lunch break today, but had no luck. But I did find one online, and it will arrive next week. So for now I'm hanging on to this camera and all of these discs, and hopefully I will be able to view them. Once I have the power cord, the best case is I'll be able to transfer them to my computer myself, or at least know what I am sending off to Imemories. The only thing left in the tote was all of the equipment and manuals to digitize VCR tapes yourself. I'm going to clean this up and organize it in a box and list it on Marketplace. This declutter let me get rid of another tote in my guest closet, which is great, and I was able to get rid of a lot of clutter. The whole reason I started this A to Z challenge was because a few months ago my husband brought home the book The Gentle Art of Swedish Death Cleaning by Margareta Magnusson. It sounds more ominous than it is. She says, death cleaning is not about getting rid of things, it's about making life easier for the people you love. I don't want our sons to be faced with boxes of videotapes they can't even watch. Who has a VCR anymore? Actually, we do, but they don't. I don't want them trying to decide whether to throw away the first day of kindergarten or a birthday party because it's just too much work to even view, too much clutter to store. Sometimes decluttering means asking for help. Sometimes it means letting someone else carry the load, like sending your tapes to Imemories so you can move forward. I have one box to ship, one to list on Marketplace, and one to deal with when my new power cord arrives. And I'm really glad this tote that has followed us for 30 years is finally moving on to its next chapter.